The ghost of Haji Mastan has returned to haunt Indian customs and DRI officers. The Mumbai gangster made pots of money by smuggling gold into the country from the Middle East. Mostly by sea in an era when gold could not be imported. But the racket was busted by the early 90s, and most of these gold mafia dons called it a day. But now the menace has hit Indian markets again.
वो लोग फिर से सक्रिय हो चुके हैं। जो आप देख रहे हो कि जगह जगह सोना पकड़ रही है DRI और कस्टम, वो इसी की देन है। ये सोना सब स्मगल होके आ रहा है। उनकी सारी की सारी ऊपर से नीचे तक सेटिंग होती है। वो लोग बहुत ही मतलब इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे समझदार होते हैं, तो अपने हिसाब से वो इस लाइन में जुट चुके हैं। ये ट्रेड एक किस्म से बर्बादी की कगार पे इस टाइम चल रहा है। यदि सरकार सही समय पर सही कदम नहीं उठाएगी तो ये व्यापार को बहुत घातक परिणाम भुगतने होंगे।
There is lot of rate difference. As far as outside India, gold is cheaper for you can say 4 to 5 lakhs less than in Indian markets. And the other thing is there is a depreciation in Indian rupees. And third reason is recently there is a change in Customs Act. Offences where the value is involved 1 crore and above have been declared non-bailable offences. So smugglers used to adopt this practice to import, smuggle gold less than 1 crore.
One of the ways of pumping in smuggled gold is through the NRI route. Faced with curbs on gold imports and crash in international prices, leaving it cheaper in other countries. Gold houses and smugglers are turning to NRIs to bring in the yellow metal legally after paying duty. Any NRI who has stayed abroad for more than 6 months is allowed to bring in 1 kilogram of gold, and the smugglers are using the loophole to their advantage.
Over 60 smuggling cases, dozens of seizures and arrests. Still, there is no lull in the trend to smuggle in gold, for the simple reason that for every kilogram of gold smuggled in, the savings in duty is over rupees 3 lakh. And the jewellery market is hot for the purchase. Even legal means are employed now, wherein a person coming in after a 6-month stay can bring in 1 kilogram of gold by paying duties. Even this is profitable to the trader, even after a certain commission for the carrier.
Back in Chandni Chowk, it's a losing battle on all counts. These traders are miffed with the government for the curbs, which many feel has fueled the smuggling. While the business of many traders has also taken a hit.
देखिए, दुकानदारों में भय व्याप्त है। दुकानदार इस ट्रेड को नहीं करना चाहते हैं। वो इस ट्रेड से बाहर निकल रहे हैं धीरे धीरे। कुछ लोग आत्महत्या भी कर रहे हैं। इससे हमारा जो स्वर्णकार लोबी है करोड़ों में, जो सोना बनाती है, जेवर बनाती है, उनको भी इफेक्ट हो रहा है, क्योंकि उनको पूरा रोजगार नहीं मिल रहा है। उनके रोजगार पे ये सीधा का सीधा आघात है। और रही ज्वेलर्स की बात, आज कोई भी नॉर्मल आदमी अगर 28,000 रुपये का भाव टीवी में देख के आता है और यहाँ 30,000 उसको 500 मिलता है, तो वो वापसी चला जाता है। वो सोचता है कि 2500 रुपया ये ब्लैक जो है वो ज्वेलर्स खा रहे हैं, जबकि ज्वेलर्स की जेब में 30,500 के भाव में ही सोना आता है। इससे ज्वेलर्स का व्यापार घट रहा है।
Gold smuggling is for the purpose of making payments for hawala payments and all, for the payments for narcotics, drugs and etc. So there is a best modus operandi adopted by the smugglers by this way.
Insiders in gold trading say that changes in government policy could be the reason behind sudden increase in smuggling of yellow metal. But law enforcing agencies think otherwise. They claim that loopholes in Custom Act and the fact that all transactions in hawala and narcotics is done through gold could be the reason why organized crime syndicate has suddenly shown interest in smuggling of gold.
Indian gold smugglers are having a field day with new regulations on imports of the precious metal. A large hike in duty on gold imports has meant that Indians are now paying a 20% premium for gold. The tariff spike and a weakening rupee have meant that smuggling has become profitable. Given the situation, the investigators are pulling out all stops to check the crime. But clearly, the methods of the moment are not enough.